Welcome back. We got our first taste of playoff football in North Dakota over the weekend with the 9-man division getting underway. This week, Class 2A and 3A finish off their regular seasons, while Class A joins the playoff frenzy with the small schools. Here to recap some of the big-time performances from last weekend and get us set for another busy week on the gridiron is our own Jody Norstedt. So, Jody, I got to give you some credit. The Century versus Bismarck game was one of our pick'ems last week. And you nailed it. The Patriots look like the real deal right now.
Yeah, Kelly. Unfortunately, I got the other two picks wrong, but it's a new week, right? Well, Century proved something on Friday night by handling Bismarck in the fashion that they did in the 34-15 win. First off, quarterback Jacob Olson has really turned the corner. I don't think he was playing all that great in the first 3 weeks of the season, but he was also missing some pieces. Lately, he has been the man for the Patriots offense. He had a hand in all 5 touchdowns for Century in the win over the Demons. And then there's that defense. They came in with the best unit in the WDA and held Bismarck's high-scoring offense to just 15 points, making for a very happy head coach.
Well, I tell you what, maybe as slow as we were that first half against Davies, we were that quick tonight on the field. And I thought we just we rallied to the football, and we tackled so much better this week than the last couple of weeks. So kudos to the defensive staff.
Now in the East, the top seed in the playoffs will be West Fargo, which is surprising to no one after watching them steamroll through everyone this season. They've scored 34 or more points in every game this season and haven't lost since September 4th of 2015 in the regular season. The 2 seed is a little more unsettled. Fargo South's win over Davies, paired with Cheyenne's victory over Red River, has set up a showdown between the Bruins and Mustangs, with the winner earning a home playoff game. Cheyenne has won 5 straight, while South has been grinding its way through a tough schedule the last month, but they beat Davies 26-22 this past week, giving them confidence heading into tomorrow's finale.
We can control our own destiny. We were talking about the kids haven't hosted a home playoff game, these seniors, so this is huge for us. We control our destiny, and we got to go out and execute. Cheyenne's got a very good football team, and we're going to work to get them prepared for that matchup.
Now here's a look at the state bracket. We do know Century will host Davies in the quarterfinals. That'll be a rematch from earlier this month, where the Eagles passing game really gave Century some fits in that one. Minot will be on the road, going to the winner of the Fargo South Cheyenne game. The East #1 seed West Fargo gets Legacy in the quarterfinals for the second year in a row. In Class 2A, the only thing set in stone is that Shanley will be the top seed. Every other spot is up for grabs. Grafton is still alive for that 6th spot. The Spoilers need to beat Jamestown and have Wahpeton lose to Watford City in order to make the playoffs. Let's get to our top performers now and hand out our game ball. Stop me if you've heard this name before. West Fargo senior quarterback Andy Gravdahl makes the list again. He passed for over 100 yards, rushed for over 100 yards, and scored 3 touchdowns in the blowout win over Grand Forks Central. Jacob Olson on the list too. These could very well be the quarterbacks in the state championship game. Aaron Dykey makes the cut. The Wahpeton running back didn't lead his team to a victory, but he sure had Shanley fans feeling a little nervous. The senior rushed 35 times for 179 yards and a touchdown in the 14-8 loss to the #1 Deacons. St. Mary's snapped its 2-game losing streak, and fullback Jonah Krebs was a big reason why. He rushed for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. The defending state champs look to be figuring things out again. Jacob Delvo continues to throw touchdown passes for Langdon Edmore Munich. The senior passed for 3 scores and rushed for another in the regular season finale. Josiah Orlick from Beach finishes with over 200 all-purpose yards and 3 touchdowns. That was in a playoff win over TGU. Look at the stat line here from Mott Regent New England QB Josh Wallace. 157 passing yards, 179 rushing yards, in 5 combined touchdowns, including a kick return for a score. The defending state 9-man champs open with a dominant win over Oaks. Caden Schwabe's performance highlighted it. Over 300 all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns. Next up is that rematch with top-ranked Cavalier. That'll be fun. Shiloh Christian's Kanan Fagerlin only carried the ball 9 times, but he turned it into 136 yards and 2 scores in the playoff win over Surrey. Hankinson's Skylar Keller ran 7 times and reached the end zone on 3 of those carries. It's a pretty good percentage. They scored 70 points. Our game ball goes to Velva senior running back Elijah Hackman, who not only rushed for 99 yards and 3 touchdowns, but returned a kickoff 99 yards for a score in a win over Bishop Ryan that secured Velva the Region 3 title. It's Velva's first perfect regular season since 2010 when they went on to win the Class A state championship. The Aggies host Hazen in the playoff opener on Saturday. Kelly, we have a lot more high school football talk coming up tomorrow. We'll have a couple of special guests in studio to predict some playoff winners. You won't want to miss it.
All right, thank you so much, Jody. Definitely looking forward to that. But when we come back, it's a high school football recap from South Dakota. Jason Andera tells us all the storylines from the past few days and hands out the game ball to one local star. That's coming up on Midco Sports tonight.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.